Hey everybody, it's the Real Estate Chicks coming to you again live. Here we are again.
Isn't it amazing how we just show up here like
Over
on demand?
and over. It's like, you know, clap your hands and the chicks come.
Yeah. Is it like Genie in the bottle?
It is, and I've got to just keep
What did he have to do?
rubbing that bottle. I don't know, but we got to keep doing something.
We do.
Got to get more of that magic coming.
We love the magic.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to talk a couple of things, but our first is going to be, how do you get your security deposit back when you're renting? You know, a lot of us are renting out there. A lot of first-time buyers are still limping along a little bit,
Right.
a little slower,
Yep.
but they're still out there. So as they continue to, you know, beat down our doors to buy that first-time home.
Right. There are no doors in this town that haven't been beaten down.
And we're still trying to show up at every door, every doorstep. Here we are.
Yep.
Back again.
Oh gosh.
So how do you get your security deposit back? What should you do?
And let's be smart about it.
Let's always be, you know, intelligence is power. So the first thing that you would want to do when you go into an apartment or townhouse or whatever that you're renting, go in and take your camera and have that magic camera from your cell phone maybe.
Right. And it's exactly, you don't have to be carrying your camera around, and a lot of times I'm surprised so many agents do not have the sheets right there for you to fill out when you do a walkthrough, just like you do with a purchase.
Absolutely, yes. Have like a checklist.
Right.
Look at the bathroom. Is there any water damage already?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the tile. Go to the kitchen. Look at the appliances. Are there any dents, any marks?
Right.
Look at the hardwood floors.
Oh gosh, yeah. It's just like when you rent a car too, and you circle the little dents all over the.
We're circling and we're circling.
And you know, wherever I've moved from, this is what usually happens. I have about 10 nail holes.
Yes.
Where I wanted to put the picture, and then I changed my mind.
Because the chicks change their mind once in a while.
Yeah.
It happens.
So it's like, okay, no, I don't like it there. No,
so
no, I want it
behind
there.
the picture, you've got
10 nail marks.
Well, and that's why we get bigger pictures sometimes.
And toothpaste. Remember our last show?
Toothpaste
covers everything.
Q-tip, toothpaste. You know.
Make sure it's white.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're just trying to help you out so that when, you know, after a year or you're renting it for 2 years and now you've moved out and the landlord comes in and says, you made 10 holes in that wall.
Right.
And you said, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Moi? No.
So you go
You've
and
got photographs.
You get photographs. And you read the fine print from your lease. If the lease says that, I think in Illinois you have to get your security deposit. You have 45 days to get your security deposit back.
Yes.
So the landlord in me says, okay, on day 44, I might go write that check, you know, for the security deposit. But you need to know what is actually in that lease.
Yes.
The time frames.
The time frame. And you know what else I think, and maybe because it's just the way we think it's nice to have
we're correct, of course.
Yes, because we love us and we're wonderful. But besides that, I think it's nice to have a nice relationship with your landlord.
How about that for a novel idea?
How about like knowing, you know, like let's get to know each other, or I really appreciate that I get to live in your space and pay you, and I'm going to pay you on time. I'm going to be respectful of you, and you in turn are going to be respectful of me.
Exactly.
And then you hopefully don't have any problems at the end.
And if you want to paint a room or two, maybe you say to the landlord, you know what, I'll paint.
Right.
Will you supply the paint? You supply the paint, I'll do the legwork. I'll brush and flow and do my thing.
And especially if you ask to paint the room purple, I'm sure they'll let you.
Oh, I am positive of that. There will be that. I did have someone. This was years ago when mauve was the big color.
Oh yeah.
And I had someone that painted the room mauve and green without asking. So that was.
Oops.
They didn't get their security deposit back.
And you know, there's actually towns that landlords now have to go take classes and get certified to be a landlord.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and one of them is Palatine.
Really?
Yes. So just a little FYI there.
There will be no investment property for me in the Palatine, I'll tell you that. I got enough to worry about.
Yes.
And how about, you know, leave the place in good working order. I always say to people, if I cleaned the carpet and I painted it before you got there, guess what? Clean the carpet before you leave, and do those nail holes and paint a little bit.
Right.
But I don't understand how people just think they can leave it in this upside down condition and expect them to get their whole security deposit back.
Right. It doesn't cut it.
No. Or if you didn't pay for utilities as you were going along, guess what? No security deposit.
Right. Now, do you find it interesting because so many people have pets? And their pets, we know, you love your doggies. But there are
and my doggies love you too.
Yeah, they do. They are cutie pies. Okay, they will not leave me alone when they see me. They love me so much. But when the new thing now is not even just an additional security deposit for pets, but it is an additional rent for pets. So make sure when your agent, and if it's not the Chics taking you out to look at rental properties.
And how could it not be us? I mean,
why would you do that? Doesn't make sense. So you have to make sure that it says in the contract that it's not additional rent, because you think you're finding your client the perfect place, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got 2 dogs. That's another $250 a month. I've just read.
Oh my gosh!
Right. So not only are you negotiating the price of the rent, the terms, but it's the dog.
Oh my
and
God.
the pet security.
I'd have to leave my pets at a different location, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
That's distressing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But bottom line is, if you take good care of a space that you're living in, whether you own it or you rent it,
right,
good things
come.
Yep.
And you should get your security deposit back. And the majority of the time you will. You just have to let the landlord know that you're taking pictures so that they pay attention. And then at the end of everything, you can make sure you still have those pictures, and let's
be organized.
Be organized.
That's
right.
So be organized. I keep telling myself that.
You have to organize that thought in order to get
I have an organized thought about being organized.
Good. Now, do you have a sassy quote for us
today is a good one. Today is a very good sassy quote.
Oh, I can't wait.
You can't make footprints in the sands of time if you're sitting on your butt. And who wants to make butt prints in the sands of time?
Well, as usual, Judy comes up with the great quote of the day. Thank you so much for joining us again, everybody. We'll see you soon on the Real Estate Chics. Go to our website, therealestatechics.com, or you can find us on Facebook, The Real Estate Chics, or Twitter, Real Estate Chics. So long, everybody. Thanks again for joining us.
Cheers.